Alright, we live. We done got our thing cleaned out over here, so we're trying to put this sucker back together. As you can see, we're placing the last roller near the heating element across the top there.
Oh, I gotta put that.
Gotta get our little tray unit. That's these guys right here. As we mentioned in the previous video, you got a couple of different sides here. This is gonna be the feed side, and this is gonna be the exit side. You gotta make sure you put one in one way, which you got this one upside down. So flip that over.
Wait.
That goes on.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you gotta have them facing opposite directions. Oh Lord. Facing opposite directions. Right there, like that, and then that one right up in there, like that. There you go. Well, what's going on here? This is hang on. Whoa.
Don't holler at me.
It's not screwed in there.
Is that right? Is this supposed to be? Yeah, I guess so, huh? It's got a little bit of a gap in between. Yeah, it looks good. All right, so then what you do is you take a couple of screws. It's how about 2 screws?
Yep,
They kind of look like this, itty bitty.
They're the middle
Drew's
ones.
coming today, right?
They're middle size.
Middle size
Oh,
screws.
they're in Southport. We can't. I have to grab somebody else if we're gonna do that. Is he gonna be here tomorrow, Caleb?
It's fine, I'll play the keys. They're not gonna be back till Friday morning. I'll play the keys. I got it.
Nick.
If you're looking for a new cuss word, foot works great.
Look, it works great.
No, that's not even close to what we were talking about.
It works really good to have a magnetic screwdriver.
Where'd the
In our particular case, our Dollar Tree screwdriver is not magnetic, so it doesn't work the greatest. But you know, it is what it is.
All right, I think that's it there. Right?
Yep, looks good. So we got the little tray in. Next on the list, we're gonna need to put this is the top heat shield unit over here. So we gotta put our heat element right there, over top of there. We go. So what that does is it reflects the heat back down to the little unit right there.
And your shorter little bitty.
Shorter little itty bitty screws go in the side, right there. Now I'm talking short, I mean itty bitty. That's like 1/4 inch maybe, at best. So we'll go ahead and put one of those over here on this side. You
hang
should
on
see
a
this
minute.
thing lines
Alright,
up with a
that's what-
nice
That's what happened when I ran it through.
screw right there. It's not hot enough. Simple.
It's 2 feet.
Okay.
It says for 3 millis.
Here, I'm gonna let you do that right there. I
Get
can't
my
get
magnetic screwdriver.
magnetic screwdriver going on there. I'm gonna let you handle that here. Let's set it right there.
When do y'all wanna bring me the iPad that's the sound goes? I'll do it for you. I'm trying to do something right now.
Yeah. You just sort of kind of waller it in there. It'll get in eventually. There we go. Right now. What's next on the list? Gotta make sure a little spring unit is. Here's the thing.
This one ain't in there.
It's not in there. This one right here is not in yet, but it's really easy to do. You just take a little flat thing off of there. This guy, I don't know what you call this. It's a threaded washer-esque piece.
Rectangular wash.
Yeah, something like that. So it's the nut. It's a rectangular nut, if you will. So we'll look at this one right here, how that one goes in. So
No,
the
it
bolt
didn't get
comes up
fixed
from the
from
bottom
yesterday.
side. And then the what you're wanting it to do is you're wanting it to lay right inside the little track piece for that gearing system. And then what you do, once you get your screw through, you put your spring on top of that, and then your little rectangular nut piece, like what he's got going on right here. And then once you get it started, you can normally finish the threads from the bottom side. So like in this particular case, so this one's not assembled correctly, right? Does this not have to go on that side?
So what now?
That's not gonna work, right? It's gotta go on this side, right?
That ain't how I did it on the other.
Oh, maybe it is right there. Yeah, you got it. You're right. There we go. So now you see how it's got a couple of different channels here. So you got one channel that's going to fit down in there once this thing is screwed to the bottom piece. Here, you want to just sort of kind of capture what's going on while you're talking?
Is the fancy cutter, like the big one that tightens stuff down and cuts like a whole lot at a time, is that still in the teacher's car? Oh, is it broken? So what's our...
So this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to capture how you reassemble this unit. You got to get your spring system. Once you get your bolt through the bottom there, you got to put your spring on. Then you take your little flat washer nut device. And then
That's nuts.
that is pretty nuts.
Speaking of nuts, which one of you left me some nuts?
This is got to be
Daniel.
screwed up on here.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Oh, nothing.
I don't know what in the world is going on. Here, you try and screw that while I hold this here. You got that?
You talking to me?
I'm talking to Daniel. He's the one with the screwdriver. Oh yeah, feels like it's frustrating.
What's the best thing for me to get them to cut
We're good.
Keep going. You need to put some.
transfers with?
I think that's somewhat.
Cross there.
Yeah, that's what it's feeling like. Put some heat
glad.
on it. Whoa! There it went.
There's went my drink. Sweet.
Put some heat on it.
Thanks, Dalen. You guys didn't see that.
Jaden, hold that thing.
Hold this right here, Jade. Yeah, that's heavy right there. All right, there you go. Now try this.
I
one more
don't think
again.
there's enough pressure on the. I think
Well,
that's
we can
what
always
it is.
tighten. We can always tighten them down. There it goes. That's right there. That's what it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Would you look at that?
Why don't you just look at it?
I
Where
don't
is-
think there's
Hey,
enough
Megan.
pressure because I ran it
Have
at
you heard from
255
Abby?
and it's laminating fine. It's
Would
just
you give her a call and ask her to come down here?
No, I'm
So
saying.
yeah, maybe need some.
Yeah, I think
The
so.
inside screws.
Yeah, she's upstairs.
All right, my friend. Gracias. So now we got that one put back together. So the goal is this right here is going to give your pressure needed to squeeze your laminate pieces together. This here's a little safety switch unit. So as it's rotating, it kind of makes contact with that guy right there. Don't unscrew or mess with that at all, please. What else? Yep.
All right. So then.
Final assembly. You need to make sure you don't want to forget connecting your kit. Let's get it here from the other side. Yeah, this little white cable. Little white cable right there plugs into your control board down on the bottom. And once you get that in,
Hey, that's what it sounded like last night when we were playing with that metronome.
oh yeah,
Good.
that's not good.
Supposed to go.
Oh my goodness! I was
That's
about
literally
to
how it goes.
I mean, I guess it's all right, or is it?
I don't know. It had those on it, the marks from the grease when
Yeah.
I took it apart.
Well,
I don't know.
reassembly. So now basically, we're gonna attach this to the lid part of it. And that's only held on by a couple of screws from the bottom. So now that we got that on, we're gonna flip this thing over. Like so. And then you can see the, there's a couple of screw holes there, and there. And that uses the itty bitty screws.
She doesn't have her phone on her.
Second itty bitty screw about like that right there.
Just trying to grab her and tell her I want her to come back.
So that kind of goes in right there. This kind of goes in. I would fast forward a whole lot of this, but the problem is I'm recording it as we do it, and it's going to be posted straight to YouTube. You know what the problem is right here? Yep, that thing's got to be in all the way across, and it ain't. So that thing's got to be. So you see a little lip there? That lip's got to be on the. Oh yeah, on the inside, just like that. And then put your other screws in.
How much more laminate do they have?
So you gotta screw it all back together. So yeah, short screws go on the bottom to hold the plate on, not the long ones, which is an issue I believe we ran into previously. So now, putting a little bit of heat on, and we'll see how well it works. Hope that helps.